Hi guys, I'm Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, glad to have you aboard. Today we're going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette video, and the palette that I'm using is the Bad Habit Mythos palette. Now, I did a prior video as a review on this one, and today I just wanted to see what we could do about getting creative with it. So if you like this look, keep watching, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up, and on to this look. Okay, so the first look we're going to do today is going to be a pretty clean, simple look. The first shade we're going in with is Atlas, which is the lightest shade in the palette. Now, it is a shimmer shade. They're all shimmer shades except for the black and the dark brown. So we're trying to stick with one palette, so that's how we're going to work it. But this one's going to be a super subtle look. And I'm just taking my Real Techniques fluffy brush, and I'm going to go all over the eyelid with this. And I'm just laying this down like a base shade, like I would with my Brulee. But other shades are off limits. Other palettes are off limits for this. And once you get it down, you don't really notice the shimmer quite as much, so I don't know if you can tell. But okay, so the next color we're going to go in with is Apollo. It's kind of a coppery color. Do I want to say coppery or bronze? It's more of a bronze color, and I'm going to do that in the crease. And this color, you can definitely tell, has more of a sheen to it. So as you can see, that crease is starting to deepen up a little bit, just a tiny bit. And of course, like I said, this is going to be a really light look for the first one. So we're just going to take a flattened crease brush, and we're going to go in with Hermes. Okay, so now I cleaned off my fluffy crease brush. I am going to go back in and just blend that out a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got that blended out to my satisfaction, I am going to go in with Odysseus, and I am going to use a clean sponge applicator for this, because at this point my nails are a little bit too long to use my fingers on this, and a sponge applicator works almost as well as your finger. And I don't particularly like to waste my setting spray on my brushes, and quite frankly, you can say all day long that it doesn't change the consistency or the formula of your eyeshadows, but I don't necessarily agree with that. So I'm going to use a clean sponge applicator, and we're going to go into Odysseus. Okay, that looks pretty good. I do see a bit of fallout. I probably should have powdered underneath my eyes first, but once you get to be my age, you don't want to powder too much underneath your eyes, because then it just, you know. So this is look number 1. I finished it off by using the e.l.f. liquid liner in charcoal and the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. Now this is one of the mascaras that I got with my Christmas set, and I'm still able to use it, and I still have a bunch left over, so that's great. And now we'll move on to look number 2. Okay, so now on to look number 2, which is going to be more of a date night, nice romantic restaurant kind of look. So it's going to be a little bit more dramatic. We're going to start in with the same color that we used as a base, just because it's a good light base to go with. So once again, using my fluffy Real Techniques brush, we're going to dab into that. Try and bring it all the way up to the brow line. Okay, and this time with our fluffy crease brush, we're going to go into the dark chocolate color, which is Dionysus. And that's pretty pigmented, so we're going to use that in our crease. Okay, now we're going to use our flat, fluffy brush again, and I'm going to dip into the color Rhea, and I'm just going to do that in my mid crease. And this is definitely more of a patinaed bronze color. I'm going to take the other side of my little sponge applicator and I'm going to go into Iris. And I'm just going to tap that on at first. Oh, that is so beautiful. And if you watched the review video, you'll know that I just fell in love with this color instantly. And again, I'll link that one so that you can see that if you missed it. But then I'm going to take a smaller brush with just a little bit of that on there and just kind of blended those two together. It's the same technique that I used with the previous look, just with different colors. Okay, and then I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to take some of that chocolate brown Dionysus and I'm going to run it under my lower lash line. Okay, so here is look number 2. This is more of a darker, more, I guess, glamorous date night type of thing for, you know, a romantic night out with your significant other. I really like the way the looks are coming together so far. The majority of looks I would say that you can put together with this palette are pretty much like this, where you can find a good, pretty, neutral or glamorous look to put together with that little bit of sparkle. I used the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Soft Glide pencil, and this is the color Bronze Champion. I used that in my waterline, on the top waterline and the lower waterline, and then I went in with the e.l.f. liquid liner just on my top eyelid. Then I used the It Superhero Cosmetics mascara. So there's the finished look for look number 2. The next look I do, I'm going to use that green and I'm going to make it like a grungy, dirty, low down look. So get ready for that. Okay, so we're back for look number 3. This one is going to be that kind of grungy, dirty rocker vibe. So I want to really use that green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a base and I'm going to keep to the same color we've been using just because it's the most neutral, easiest to lay under your eyeshadow color. So going in again with the Atlas. And there is a black in here, and just to show you what it looks like with the black underneath the green, I'm going to do a little swatch here. And we'll just go like this with the black, and then we're going to take that green and just go right over the black. And what it turns into is a blackish black with a green reflect. I don't want to do that. I want to have the green be as pure as I possibly can get it. So it's going to be just a wash of green. And then I'm going to do the gold as like a halo crease. Hopefully it turns out good. We're gonna see. Now I'm going to use a larger flat fluffy brush for the green because I'm going to bring it pretty far over and it's going to take up this side and this side, so I just want something that's going to be able to, you know, provide a lot of space basically. And starting off, I'm just going to tap this on. So as you can see, this side is up just a little bit higher than this side, and I kind of want it more like in this shape. So I'm just going to take a little Q-tip and some of my Take Off the Day and just shape that. And then we can go back over it with the primary color and the green if we need to. Okay, so that looks more like the shape that I want it to be. Of course, I'm going to just have to bring it up just a hair, but I can do that with a more precise brush. Oh, that color is so beautiful. Oh, if only they had this color back in the day, back in the going to punk clubs kind of days. Because that was my jam. And I'm just going to start out with a pencil brush for my inner corners. Okay, so I've got that outlined. I'm going to go ahead and take some concealer and do the center there so that the gold that I use will stand out better. Alright, so I'm just going to use my finger into this gold, and this is called Demeter. I'm just going to take my finger and start tapping. Ooh, you can feel fallout pretty good already. Okay, and now I'm just going to take a flat brush and go in and clean this a little bit. And ironically enough, this is my alma mater colors. University of South Florida. Go Bulls. And this green is actually very close to the green that they have on their uniforms. I remember when they first got their football team, and the hardest decision it seemed like they had to make was the exact color green. You'd think after not being able to have a football team for whatever, 100 years or whatever, green wouldn't be that important. It's out there. Alright, I'm going to take a clean brush and just kind of see what we can do for a blend. Very much hoping this doesn't muddy up. Okay, I'm just going to run the green underneath the lash line, punk it out, smoke this out. I look like I have fish in my eyes. Alright, there's quite a bit of fallout from that gold. Let's just try and make it better before I make it worse. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit in here, and I know it looks really freaky right now. It's supposed to. It's a punk look, grunge, like Ziggy Pop, Ziggy Stardust kind of thing. So I'm going to do my eyeliner and my mascara, and I'll be back with the finished look. Haha. Okay, so if you watch my channel for any length of time, I never put false eyelashes on, but I thought for this look it would be appropriate. So remarkably enough, I'm really happy with the way this came out. It is super punk. So I took green eyeliner and I went in and tight lined the top and bottom lash lines, water lines, and I just did liner on top, black liner on top underneath the lashes, and then I threw the lashes on. So, and of course I just wanted to do a super nude lip, so I used yet another thing from that kit that I got with the Luscious Lashes and Lips, and this is the Anastasia Pure Hollywood. It's basically a matte liquid lip. super nude, so I think it makes the eyes really pop. Now I feel like I need to go clubbing. I don't know, I keep looking in the monitor like, oh my god, this is so crazy. I haven't, you know, I don't know. I would probably never wear this out of the house ever, but I love it. It came out so cool, and if I ever had like, you know, a punk show or something to go to where I thought I could get away with this, I totally would. Or if I was going to a SF game, then I would totally rock this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way it'll notify you every time I upload a video. Well, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful evening and hope to see you soon. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.